Well, I'm going to make myself a sandwich for supper tonight. Had chili with some cornmeal dumplings in it today. It was awful, really, really awful. And my light went out here, and I got one of these out of storage. I have a couple left. Whenever you use something on a boat and it goes bad, you gotta, if you have a spare, you use it, and then you gotta replace that. So that's on my list of things to replace. At any rate, it's been a relatively quiet day. My friend Roseanne, she she got my card yesterday, but she hasn't been able to find time to come and bring it to me yet. But I'm gonna have to stay here till Wednesday because the weather is really crappy. It's not raining right now, but geez, I bought a good earth. At any rate, it's not raining right now, but it's going to rain tomorrow and the day after, and then Tuesday the temperatures are going to go down to 20, which is not the kind of weather I want to be sailing in. That's my refrigerator. Let's see, get the frying pan out. The frying pan and other pots and pans are kept below the oven here. It's kind of an oddly shaped locker. Little cutting board out. I like these cutting boards, they came with the boat. They've got a lip around the edge, a little bevel here. It helps out keeping the crumbs and stuff like that, and then I can stuff them in the sink or in the trash. Get myself a knife and some cheese with it. What's it do here? I bought these covers on Amazon. They protect the knife blade. I get a couple of pieces of bread. Set them out. Could have some bacon with this, but I just don't want to go to the trouble of making it. Little slices of bread. Hold that back up. Tie it off. I really love living on the boat. It's a real joy to me. Most people couldn't handle living in a space this confined, but for me it's comforting. There's probably some good psychological reason for that, but I don't much care. What feels good feels good. Okay, this is how you light the stove on my boat. First of all, you get yourself a match. Turn on the gas with a switch that's down here beside the stove. And then, let's use the big one up here. You turn on the match, and then you turn on the gas, and up pops the flame. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's there. And I keep this in a little pot, along with some flippers and spoons. Flipper. Okay, let's cut some cheese. No pun intended. Got some Swiss cheese here. One of the marinas that I stayed at gave this to me. It's interesting. Some of the marinas they work really hard to make your stay pleasant and to encourage you to come back and to write good reviews on Active Captain, which is a website for us sailors who cruise around on our boats. It's probably one of the handiest navigation and networking sites I've ever found on the. I mean, it's kind of like the Facebook for sailors, only it has navigational capabilities, the ability to warn you of treacherous waters ahead, things like that. And it's supported by marinas and other. That's a wee little piece, isn't it? Oh well. Back in the bag, it'd probably be a snack later on tonight. If you like my cheese. Set that aside. Yep, that's warming up pretty nice. Okay, get some butter out. This butter dish was a wedding present when Catherine and I got married, and we asked for pewter because we figured that pewter would last longer on the boat, being bounced around. Obviously, this was lasted a long time, about 25 years now. Well, longer than that, come to think of it. So, put some butter. It's been really cold today here in the marina. Not freezing like it was, but it was freezing last night. When I got up this morning, inside the boat was 40 degrees. Outside the boat was 32. Butter's still cold enough in the boat that butter's pretty hard. Not the smoothest move. See if we can fix this up before it becomes a mess. There we go. Crumbs. Crumdiddly-wums. Instead of spreading it out, I'm just making patties. Oh well, such is the life of a bachelor. The other day when I was out navigating along the ICW, the Intercoastal Waterway, I was trying to think of things that were like hallmarks of single-handing sailors that live on their boats and travel about like I do. And one of the first ones that came up was, you know you're a single-handed sailor when the pot that you eat out of is the same one that you cook your meal in. I do a lot of that. Here. Let's push this around a little bit because the heat's kind of high. I'm going to turn it down a little bit because that's awful high. There we go. So, let this toast a little bit, and then I'll flip it over and toast the other side. Give myself something to drink. Probably have, I will have an orange. No, let's see. I think I'll have a banana along with my sandwich tonight. Get that over here. Got some weak internet. This morning I didn't have any at all. Internet connections here in the marina, where at least where I'm at, out at the end of the dock, are very, very poor. But I hope to post this video on the Facebook page. We'll see what happens. I'm going to watch some more James Bond tonight. I got several hundred videos on a hard drive that I bought. A friend of mine downloaded for me. So that'll be fun. Last night I watched... oh, perfect. Let's see. I'll just use this as my plate tonight. Yeah, that'll be fine. See what I mean? When you're single-handed sailor, the pot you cook in is the pot you eat out of. I'm not going to eat out of the hot frying pan. That'd be a little bit too rough for an old man like me. So, I put the butter dish away. It's got a little slot back here that I put it in behind the stove, and the knife in here. From I made that chili this afternoon for lunch. It's still in there. Yeah, that was some awful stuff. I got 2 more meals coming out of that, and I'm not looking forward to those. I guarantee you that. Now let's see how the sucker's coming here. Yeah, not yet. Not yet. A little bit more toasting going on there. So, life aboard Kittiwake. Stuck here in Savannah. I've been here 2 weeks now, come Monday. I'm going to stay till Wednesday morning and get underway Wednesday morning. It's not going to be terribly warm, but the low's going to be in the 40s, which I can handle that. I just dress warmly. And I'll be heading down to Johnson Marsh to anchor. It's a good long run, but I should be able to do it just fine. From there, another night. Can't remember where I'm going to anchor that night, and then on to Fernandina Beach. I'll be in Florida, which sounds heavenly, but you really don't get into decently warm weather until I get south of Cape Canaveral, and I got some stops I need to make before I get down that far. Cocoa Beach, which is close to Canaveral, I think. I'm going to stop there, and also I'm going to stop in St. Augustine. One of my Facebook friends invited me to stop, and he'd show me the town if he's able to. Okay, I think this sucker probably is done. Let's flip it over and take a look. Yes, indeed, perfect. Okay, turn the gas off on the stove. Turn the switch off so gas doesn't get down inside anywhere. That's one of the things about propane gas is it's heavier than air, and the boat, of course, is sealed on the bottom. So if any propane gas gets down in the bilge, if something electrical were to spark, it'll cause an explosion. So you gotta be very careful with stoves or other things that have propane. I have a propane heater that I could use in an emergency, but I'd be very reluctant to do that because I have to leave the hatch kind of open for ventilation, which kind of defeats the purpose of having a heater. I got an electric heater here at the dock, and that keeps me decently warm. If it's freezing out, it'll keep the temperature inside the boat around 40. If it's around 40, it'll keep it around 50. It warmed up a little bit this afternoon. So the current temperature in the boat is 65, which is nice. I got a sweatshirt and a hoodie on, and a t-shirt underneath that. When it gets really cold, I can put even warmer things on. At any rate, that's what I wanted to share with you tonight. I'm having the time of my life. Wish some of you could be here with me. Not all of you, just a few. Every once in a while. I get down to the islands. It's a great vacation place, and if you're interested in spending a week or something like that with me, get in touch. We can make some arrangements. I think it's about $600 from round trip from North Carolina to